Hi OralCom, it's Catherine. I just wanted to take a few minutes actually, and give you a little insight to how I drive. So this is Lily, my Honda Civic, and she is manual. So I'm just going to show you a tiny little bit of how to drive stick shift. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's kind of like riding a bike and you never forget. So if you remember how hard it was to initially ride your bike, but now how it's so easy, that's kind of like stick shift. So I'm just going to show you the parts of the car first. I'm going to start with my pedals. So there's 3 pedals, and this is like the biggest difference between my car and other cars. So where are they? There they are. Okay, yep. So here we have the clutch. This is the brake, and that's the gas. So you have to use 2 feet to get all the pedals, and you have to be careful not to confuse them, but it's really not too bad. So other things. So this is the gear shift. You've probably seen them before. And here is the most important thing: the handbrake, emergency brake, parking brake. It's the brake, and that means you don't roll down hills. So very important to know. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to change gears. So I'm going to have to pull up my chair a little bit so I can reach the pedals. So when you are changing gears, the reason why you need to change gears is kind of confusing, but basically the clutch connects the wheels to the engine. So in order to make the wheels turn faster, you have to change the gears so that the engine and the wheels speed match up. I'm not explaining it well, but it's a pretty simple idea. So for each gear, you can go like 10 miles per hour faster, roughly. So for first gear, it's basically just getting started. You can't really go fast. Second gear, 20-ish miles an hour. 30, 40, 50 for third, fourth, and fifth gear. So when you want to change gears, you have to push down on the clutch and then change the gear at the same time. So I'm going to show you really quick. I have the parking brake on, so we're not going to move. So I'm pushing down on the clutch, and then I'm going to change the gear. So we're in first gear now, second, third, fourth, and then this is neutral. So one of the biggest things to remember is when you come to a complete stop, you have to be in neutral, or your foot has to be in the clutch, or else you'll stall. And I'm sure you've heard horror stories of stalling in manual cars. It's not fun. It's actually quite flustering, if I could say so. But you just recover and you keep driving, and it's fine. But that is one important thing to remember. So basically, driving stick is you just have to get a feel for it. It takes a lot of practice. Hills are a huge obstacle, but once you get them, you can really do anything. So I hope this gave you a little tiny bit of insight into how to drive stick shift. And I hope you enjoy the rest of my presentation.